Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining in. Today we've got another custom. I've had a bunch of customs on lately, which is fantastic. I absolutely love doing the custom stuff. That's a lot of what I collect is customs, and a lot of my friends have been so gracious in sending customs in lately, and I'm very grateful for that. So this comes from Casey over at Old Dominion Knifeworks. My buddy Kyle J. Lamphere bought this big beast that you're going to see in just a minute and had Casey ship it to me first so I could review it and then send it on to him. So Kyle has seen pictures of this. I have sent him some pictures and I did an unboxing video, so he has seen it and he's very excited to get it. So it comes with a patch, some stickers, and a hank. I don't know if the hank comes with all of Casey's stuff or not, or maybe Kyle ordered this separate. I'm not sure. But what I am sure about is I know Kyle bought this big beast. Now, this is the Zillow number 2. So, yeah, there are at least... Well, there are 2 of these out there today. This just got finished in the middle of January 2021, depending on when you're watching this. So it is a bigger, beefier, overbuilt knife that is a crazy huge beast. So I have some other overbuilt knives here that I brought out, and let's just kind of throw this open. I don't even need to zoom in. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do some size comparisons first and then go through some of the specs because I want you guys to get a feel for what this is while we talk about it. So I'm not going to do all the normal ones, but let's just start with the Sharpie just to kind of put things in perspective. Okay, and I brought out some other bigger knives because I'm into the big knives, right? So a lot of people will say that the AD20 is a big knife and too big for them to carry, maybe. and trust me when I tell you, Kyle's going to carry this. And Kyle will use this. Kyle's a big guy. Now here's another big one that I will be honest, I don't carry often. Now this, I probably should have started out slower, but yeah, this one is about the same size. This is much heavier, much thicker, much beefier. This is the Phil Harvey Gladius. So, and I'll be honest, I do not carry this one very often. But take a look at that pocket clip. That pocket clip is bigger than a lot of people's knives. So yeah, when Kyle told me he bought this big beast, I was like, really? What is it? And this is what he showed me. I don't even think I got a picture of it before it came. So the other big one here is the Viking from Midgard's Messer. And this is something that was recommended to me by Kyle. He loaned it to me to review on my channel, and I had to buy one right away before they sold out. This is a huge knife also. And let's just move these up a little bit and put another couple ones in here that you guys are familiar with. The Medford Praetorian tie. Yeah. So when I tell you that the Zillow 2 is a big boy, it's a big boy. It's not that thick, though. So it's relatively thin comparative to these other ones. But it is still a big guy. For sure. For sure. All right, a couple other ones. The XM24, I get a lot also. That's just huge. Yeah, it's all relative, right? All right, and last but not least, just because it's here and close by, the Todd Fisher Sr. Archangel. Again, not a small knife. full-size knife, I would call this one. And it's overbuilt because it's on the thick side, right? It is thicker than most knives. So this goes in the overbuilt category. But then here's a quiet carry waypoint. And the Spyderco Delica to give you guys some kind of average normal size knife comparisons. And how about the Holt Spectre? And then we'll get into some specs on this guy. Because I didn't want to do just a whole comparison video, right? That kind of dumb. All right, so now we've established that this is a beast. Although it's relatively light because it is one of the thinnest overbuilt knives I've ever had. So let's just dive right into some of the specs. Close length is just a hair under 6 inches. Overall is 10 1/4. 4.25 inch blade with a 4.1 inch cutting edge. It is Nitro V blade steel. The blade thickness is 0.162. Overall thickness is 0.558, which I don't know. That sounds too big right now. Like I wrote that down wrong maybe. Let's just take a quick look because that seems big to me. 0.541. I don't know. 541. Okay? So there you go. See? Not always perfect. I must have wrote that down. Runs on bearings. And it weighs in at just 11 ounces. Which, it doesn't feel that heavy, honestly. I mean, it does feel heavier. It doesn't feel as heavy as this guy. This is heavier, for sure. So let us zoom in and see if we can still see anything. So it's got a really cool apocalyptic type finish. I don't know what Casey calls it. Some people call it the Afterburner, Battle, Vulcan. I mean, it's a heat-treated finished blade, and that's how it is. It's got all the dimpling in the scales, a very aggressive backspacer, crusher, scraper here on the back. I mean, everything about this is beefy. Matching clip. I mean, overall, it's really well built. There's no blade play. Casey signs it down here on the inside of the, lock bar face. It does have an over travel stop. And it just is smooth as silk. You can thumb flick it. You can spidey flick it. You can use the fuller. I mean, it's really a thumb stutter. It has a distinctive sound. See if you guys can hear this. It's kind of a ting. And that's something, I'll be honest, I don't really love that part of it. I like a little bit more of a thunk. And when you close it also, there's a little bit of a ting. So, this is not... Okay, I'm into big overbuilt knives. All the other ones I bought and owned. This one I probably wouldn't buy for myself. This is too over the top for me. It does fit in the pocket, and the clip works fairly well. It is a big clip. I don't know if Kyle's going to like that or not. It's not a hot spot. It feels really good in the hand, but it does feel like you're holding a small brick almost. Part of the texture helps make it feel kind of bricky, because these are very kind of hard edges here on these milled out pieces. You can choke up on it. I mean, it's a cool knife. Don't get me wrong, but it is definitely not everybody's cup of tea, if you will. A lot of people didn't like the Viking either. I mean, that's the beauty of this hobby. There are so many options, so many choices. You can have your opinion. I can have mine. I can appreciate everything about a knife that's made, even if I don't like the aesthetics of it. Even if I don't like the way it feels in my hand, I can still appreciate the work that goes into it. And there are a lot of other ones that Casey makes that I just prefer better. And I think I talked about that in a video I just did on the Chupacabra from Alex at Alex's Knife Box. I think I compared a bunch of the knives from Casey in that video. So I think Casey does a great job. He's an awesome guy to deal with. At some point, I will probably have him make me something because I really kind of like the Chupacabra that Alex and Knifebox has. So, but he's just a great guy, well respected, well known in the industry, and great to talk with. So, yeah, here you go. This is the Old Dominion Knifeworks Zilla number 2 in Nitro V. And it is one of the lighter overbuilt knives. You would look at it and you would think it's going to be super heavy. But it's about the same size, if not lighter, than a Medford Praetorian tie. Blech. So, yeah. Very cool knife. I think Kyle's going to love it. I think this is the last video that I have to do of Kyle's knives. So I'm going to reach out to him and get these shipping back to him shortly. And because I have videos banked up, he probably will have this in his hand before this video goes live. So that'll be cool. So thanks for watching, everyone. I do greatly, greatly appreciate your time. Let me know what you think about overbuilt folders. All right? Thanks, guys. Have a great day.